is W2WLD, upstate New York, net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club. Our net begins in about 5 minutes, top of the hour. W2WLD.
K4YDB, Bob, are you around? W5PIH. W5PIH, monitoring. Stand by for the Air Force Flyers Club. Starting up in about 2 minutes.
W5PIX, Kilo 1 Bravo, Oscar Bravo, K2SJP, I believe, shows itself on receive only today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just wondered if he was going to be out there today.
Good morning from W2WLB, Net Control for the Air Force's Flyers Club, an association of members and veterans of the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency at 1600 UTC every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want more information about us, please check out our website. It is airforcesflyersclubs.org. One more time. airforcesflyersclubs.org. Our net format is to establish a list using a variety of sources, including direct check-ins, net logger, echo link where we have a conference node, Alpha Foxtrot Charlie, and by monitoring websites, my personal favorite, WebSDR site, and my favorite is Utah number 2. This is a control net. You do not have to be a member or be associated with the military or aviation to check in. We welcome guests. To contact net control, please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as appropriate. Once the list is established, we'll go down the list pretty much in order for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. Time remaining, we will go back down the list a second time for a 73 round. If you need to be a short timer, please let me know up front so that we can put you toward the top of the list. My name is Bill Bravo India Lima located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And again, my call sign is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Great. Okay, I have a list established. I'm also monitoring NetLogger that's being populated by N5DE. Lee, thank you for that. And here's who's on the list so far. I have a mobile, Cliff, W5TIX, and we have Leon, N5 Bravo Echo, and Mike, WW5ENZ. I have John, WA6LJS. I have Norm, and I heard Norm today, N9KJN. I have John in there, W7AJN. I have Dale, W5OG. We have our Commander Bob, K1DOB. And we have Art, WX7 Lima. I heard Joe this morning, W5ABI. And we have Don, NC5Q. Have Professor Bob in Northern California, NX6RG. And we have Charlie in Georgia, K4YDB. Charlie is live streaming our net on YouTube. If you're interested, go to YouTube search, put in his call sign, K4YDB, and the streaming should pop right up for you. Then we have David, W0FLT. Break. Well, I took a quick look at NetLogger. I don't see any other check-ins. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Please call now.
Hey, Bill, this is Lee. Don's in. I've got him at the top of the list. K0 GNC's in there.
Okay, K0 GNC. That's Don, and I think Bob will pull him in off of Echo Link. Did you say you had Norm up at the top?
No, I got Don at the top. Norm is number 7.
Okay, got it. Thank you. One more time, any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net? Call now. Well, I'm hearing somebody way down, but I can't pull him out. John, would you put out a call from California, WA6LJS?
Welcome. This is WA6LJS relay for net control for the Wednesday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. I don't hear anything, Bill. Did you get W5PIX? He's up at the top of the list, too, over.
Yeah, if I didn't say it, I do have him on the list. Thank you. Dale, are you there for a call from Texas? W5OG, W2WLD?
I sure am, Bill. Would be glad to. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf relaying for net control. Taking check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Members or guests, call now. All quiet here, Bill. Back to net.
Thank you, Dale. Does anyone on the list wish to be a short timer? Call now. Okay, nothing heard. I do have a question for today. I would resist the temptation to look this up. It makes it too easy. But we'll see how it goes. Actually, we've got a question and a bonus. Question. How heavy was the heaviest conventional aerial bomb dropped in World War II? One more time. How heavy was the heaviest conventional aerial bomb dropped in World War II? Alpha, 4,000 pounds. Alpha, 4,000 pounds. Bravo, 8,000 pounds. Bravo, 8,000 pounds. Charlie, 10,000 pounds. Charlie, 10,000 pounds. Delta, 22,000 pounds. Delta, 22,000 pounds. And a bonus question, what aircraft dropped the heaviest bomb? Was it Alpha, the B-29? Was it Alpha, the B-29? Was it Bravo, the Avro Lancaster B Mark I? Bravo, the Avro Lancaster. Was it Charlie, the Heinkel AC-177? Charlie, the Heinkel AC-177? Or was it Delta, the Triple F CU-4? Was it Delta, the Triple F CU-4? Break. Okay, that's the question of the day. Let's go ahead and go to the top of the list. Bob, the K4YDB, would you bring in Don, K0ZNC, W2WLD?
Local, Bill. This is K1BOB, and good morning again, Don. Don, you're up for the net. Go ahead.
This is K0ZNC, Don, in Greenmount, Colorado. Good morning to all the flyers. Got a really nice day. It's on the cool side. The skyline I got up, it was 18 degrees. It's currently 28 degrees. And I think the high for today is about 40 degrees. It's nice and sunny out there. And as usual, the weatherman did not report actually chance for rain. I think he said 0% probability for rain. Very much to the question. I have no idea. I'm going to make a guess. 8,000 pounds and a B-29. 8,000 pounds and a B-29. Whatever Alpha answers those are, put me down for that. Okay, let's see. Today is Wednesday. I think I'll probably be here for the 73 round today. So give me a shot on the 73 round. With that, I want to thank you, Bill, and thank you, Beth, for getting me on HF this morning. I appreciate it. Back to you, Bill, W2WLD, K1BLD. This is K0ZNC.
K1BOB, back to net.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Good quality there on the simulcast. And Don got your answer, and that wouldn't be the same without you. So hopefully you can keep checking in with us. Let's go to our one mobile today, Clifford. I could barely make out that he was in there earlier. Hopefully he's found a hill somewhere. W5PIX, W2WLD. Good morning, Clifford.
hear somebody tuning up. Oh boy, good question. Really not sure about. I want to go with Charlie on the first. No. Bravo on the first one, and I believe Charlie on the second. And it's a beautiful morning here in Central Texas. 57 degrees according to the temperature on the dashboard here. Blue skies, clear sunshine. I'm glad I'm not facing the sun now with this big windshield. It's getting super warm in here. I have to run the air conditioner for the cool weather. Anyways, back to you. Thank you, Bill, for running it. Captain, have a very good day. This Whiskey 5, Papa India X-Ray Mobile, Central Texas.
Okay, Clipper. Yeah, I can't pick you up at all on the local with the tuner upper. I keep forgetting we're on the international tune-up frequency. Okay, someone will have to fill in your choice because I didn't copy. All right, let's go to Leon. Leon, if you know the answer to this, just don't say it like it's the gospel. Leave a little doubt in there for everybody else. N5BE, W2WLD.
W2WLD N5BE. How about this, Phil? How about if I just pass on it, okay? And then when you're doing when you give the answer, I like to throw in an anecdotal story, if that's okay. So if that's okay with you, I'm going to pass. And I don't want to do like I did the other day. So if that's okay, that's what I'll do, Bill. W2WLD N5BE.
Oh, that's great. No, I appreciate that, Lee, and I look forward to the story, as I always do with your tales. You ought to write a book. Mike, WW5ENZ, W2WLD. Mike, you're up.
Hey, good morning, Bill. W2WLD, WW5ENZ here. Yeah, just, interesting day. It's nice and it's chilly here. It's only 49 degrees in Oklahoma, but the sun is out and not too much wind, so that's always good. And let's see, we're just straightening up stuff here, but we've got a lot of other things, that I've let get out of hand, so we're working on that. Anyway, as far as the question goes, I'm not going to say I don't know. I'm not the expert on this, and I've been missing a lot lately, so you never know. I'm going to go with let's see. I'm going to go with Delta and Bravo, and that's going to be my guess, and we will catch you on the 73 round, WW5ENZ.
Okay, my boy, you're booming in here. You're 5 dB over SI. That's about as strong as I've ever heard. So you got that antenna up, and the power and it sure is working. And got your answer sounded a little tentative there in Delta and Bravo, but we'll see how that turns out. Let's go to John, WA6LJS, W2WLD. You're up, John.
Okay, thank you, Bill. W2WLD, WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. I don't know who that tuner upper is, but boy, he is strong out here. Let's see. Pretty good conditions, though. You're bouncing between a 7 and an 8 right now, Bill. A very Q5 copy, and so far I've heard everybody on the local receiver. Let's see. It's clear blue sky, plenty of sun, and 45 degrees. It will be probably in the low 70s in a few hours here. Okay, I don't know the question, so I'm gonna. It's not really a lemon line started yet. That's rough when you're up the top, the front of the list there. But I'm gonna follow Mike. He usually comes up with something good. So Friendly Farm down for decibel dB, and we'll turn it back to you. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, very fine. Got your answer. Another Delta Bravo. I did hear Norm earlier. I don't think he was running a lot of power, though. N9KJN, W2WLD. Norm, it's your turn.
W2WLD, N9KJN. Thank you very much this morning. I got sunlight here today, which is different. I do not have an answer to the question. I do not know. But I hope that you folks can hear me on my little aesthetics setup. N9KJN. Bill, you sound great here in Illinois this morning. N9KJN.
Okay, well that's Q5 copy. You've got an S6, but I'm copying you solid. All right, got your non-answer. Understand. Let's try John, W7AJN, W2WLD. John, your turn. Mighty fine, John, and I take it all is going well with Taylor. And got your answer. It looks like we're starting a lemming line. We'll see how that works out. What do you think, Dale? W5OG, you're up, sir.
Bill, I'm willing to give it a try also. See how it comes out. Put me down for the lemmings there. I'm going to fall right in line behind the chief there. And adhere to rule number 1. Let's see. So put me down for Bravo for the answer. And Bill, I tried to get on 40 meters last night, but we were late getting to dinner, and when I got back out, it was strange. I couldn't hear anybody. And when I came back into the shack, it was probably 40 minutes after the hour. And I could barely tell that Mike, WW5ENZ, who was net control, I could barely tell that he was there. Couldn't hear him locally at all, and the skip had lengthened out so much that I'm sure I could have heard John, probably the only one. It was amazing how the skip was changing there on 40 meters last night. Completely different than the week before. So perhaps things are changing propagation-wise on 40 meters for our net. And I guess that I was still tuned up on 40 meters this morning. And well after sunrise, there was an HS0 working the stations in the west coast there on 40 meters. I could not hear him, but like I say, it was way after sunrise here. Perhaps earlier in the morning, it might have been a possibility. Anyway, Bill, that's I've got workers here this morning, and I may be in and out. I've also got to take the little dog for a walk here. He's late getting up. You can believe that. I'll be here to the bottom. We got a short list this morning, Bill. Kind of nice. W2WLD back to net. W5OG.
Okay, Dale, very fine. And boy, if the skip is lengthening on 40 meters, maybe I'll get in there and give it a try. Got to tie a string around my finger. The problem I have on 40 is I am using a ground-mounted vertical, and it is a compromised antenna. So it usually makes it tough for people to hear me. Although when Jen was running it, he would break through and she could usually hear me okay. Very good, got your answer. Let's go to our commander, Bob. K4YDB, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, I just had an ominous sign there. My ceiling lights flashed for a quick moment there. Not sure if I'm going to get a power outage here or not. Maybe not. That was a very quick flicker, so I don't get it. Anyway, I've researched this question in the past. I think I've talked about it, actually. So I will not give an answer because I'm 95% sure I know both answers. I know one of them. Well, it would have been a very large bomber. And it was a very large bomb. In fact, it was the largest, I think. And it was bigger than our current Moab by quite a bit. And desperate times led to desperate matters, and that's just what happened. And I think it's known for taking out an aqueduct. And when you have a bomb that big, it's made to burrow into the earth and gellify the soil. So it is a blast bomb, but it works a little bit differently. And I know they've been used on very well-built structures, we'll say that. So, yeah, I know what it is. And bigger than anything we have now, so I'll just say that as a clue, though. But sounds like the hound is starting to bark up one tree. So with that, I'm always looking for volunteers, guys, and I don't know, it's kind of weighing in my mind this morning. We got a lot of folks that love to enjoy the net, but don't offer too much other than their presence, and that's fine. But if, everyone's done different things, and we'd like to hear a variety of questions, stuff on the side of aviation and support stuff especially that a lot of us don't know much about. And we'd sure like to get some questions. When's the last time you donated a question to the Air Force Flyers? Well, please do. I'm asking because it's the same people, the same days that do this for the net. So obviously looking for that and to help a little volunteerism to keep this net going and to maybe help out with some of the jobs and duties I've asked in the past, but I haven't broken any arms over it, but I'm going to have to start trying here because we're getting a little thin on the limb, if you know what I mean, as far as getting folks to do duties. And we've had some folks that have been doing them a very long time because they've been very committed to the net, and we're going to have to replace them sooner or later. So with that, keep that in mind, please. We'd love to have some more volunteerism, and the easiest thing you can do right now is start by sending me a question or send one to your the controller you'd like to send it to. And most likely certainly get used on the net. You just got to know how we do this and what kind of questions we ask and how hard or how easy we make these. So please do that for the sake of our net here. Anyway, that's all I got, Bill. I'll stop going down that rabbit hole with my comments and get out of here for a bit. But I'll be here for the rest of the night. I'll bring in Don for a second, Bill. I think he's up for it. And this is K4YDB, great signal, Bill. I'm aimed at you today, and that helps always.
Okay, very good, Bob. Well, let me echo your plea. It's a challenge when I sit down and come up with a question for Wednesday, and my mind is totally blank. And you can see what I end up with. But it is fun. And it's supposed to be fun, guys. Let's go to Art. WX7 Lima Lima, W2 WLD. Art, you're up. Okay, Art, very fine. I'm copying you on Utah primarily, but you got a good signal there, solid copy. Okay, let's go to Joe, W5ABI, W2 WLD. Joe, you're up.
W2 WLD and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Bill. Thanks for running the net. Beautiful morning here in Las Cruces. It's about 46, going up to 64. Sunny and no wind. No taking. Anyhow, I'm going to jump in that lemon line also with Delta and Bravo, and we'll be around to the bottom. And W2 WLD, W5ABI.
Very fine, Joe. You're a good, solid S7. Very comfortable copy. Let's try Dawn. That's November Tango 5 Quebec, NT5C, W2 WLD. You're up. W2WLD, this is NT5Q. Good morning to all on the flyers. It's about 60 degrees here in Alamo City right now. It's supposed to get up to maybe 68 and down to 39 tonight. So I think we're finished with summer. At least that's what I'm believing. Okay, on the question, that's really interesting because I have absolutely no clue. I'm going to go with the Lemmings, Delta and Bravo. This seems like the safe bet today. Over. Okay, very good. Well, we'll see. And copying in very well. Good solid S7. Let's go to Northern California with Professor Bob. NX6RG, W2WLD. Bob, you're up.
Good morning, Bill. W2WLD. This is NX6RG. It's overcast day, and we had some power failures this morning. But thanks to that Tesla battery I have, it kept the house powered except this is the first time I've had a real power outage since my battery and solar and everything was installed. And one clock radio decided that it was, he said that we have to reset the time on it, and all the other ones were fine. So I don't know, go figure. I would not have expected that, but anyway, that's what we experienced this morning. And boy, that's an interesting question. You know, I knew the Brits had built a heavy-duty bomb because, you know, the targets, the sub-pins were almost impenetrable. And I knew they built a large bomb, but I did not think it was 22,000 pounds, but I knew it. I was thinking it was somewhere around 12 or 14,000 pounds. But anyway, I'm going to go with the answer that's over 10, so I'll go with answer Delta. But if that's correct, I didn't realize there was one that was that heavy. But they were definitely going to use a modified Lancaster bomber. And that thing really, you know, could carry quite a load compared to either the B-17 or B-24. That Lancaster really could carry, I think normally it was like 8,000 or more pounds. Might have been up to 10,000 normally. So, but I think they modified it to carry the heavier load. But like I said, I was thinking the big bomb that they developed was like 12 or 14,000. So anyway, I'm going to learn something with this question. But put me down for Delta Bravo, and we'll see how that works out, Bill. And I'll be here till the bottom. W2WLD, NX6RG.
Very good, Bob. Well, we're here at that one alarm clock has a battery backup. The one I used to use all the time to make sure I got to work on time had a battery backup thing. And for a time there, we were losing street power fairly regularly. But I now have a backup standby generator, so I don't worry about it. Let's see. Let's go to Charlie. K4YDB, W2WLD. Thank you for the streaming, Charlie. Go ahead.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, thanks, Bill. For that, good morning, everybody. This is K4YDB. Let's see, it's currently 69 degrees here, and then it's supposed to get up to about 71 today. I'm just looking at something real quick here. But anyway, so far conditions have been pretty good. Bill, your signal's been up really, really, really nice through the whole net, so no problem copying you at all. Actually, I heard just about everybody so far. I think WX7 Lima Lima was the only one that I didn't hear. Looks like the rain has finally moved out now, so the sun did peek out for a little while, and now it's gone back behind a little bitty cloud out there. But hopefully it'll stay out there a little bit more because it is really, really nice outside right now. I think I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I will not be here tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go to the Savoy Car Museum with my son. We're going to go over there and spend the day over there and take a look-see and see what they got over there. They're supposed to have a real nice display over there. But nothing else going on over here. As far as the question goes, I Delta and Bravo to me, I guess. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Bill. W2WLD, K4YDB. I'm back to that.
Yeah, I thought you'd Charlie out there, Charlie, but Delta Bravo it is, and I wish I could go with you to the car museum. I would enjoy that. Let's try David, W0FLT, W2WLD. David, your turn.
W2WLD, this is W0FLT. Good morning to you, Bill, and everyone else on the net. Great net this morning. Up here in North Dakota, well, yesterday we had rain, and last night it started turning to snow. So today everything is white, and currently we only have 26 degrees with about a 20-mile-an-hour wind and snow, so visibility is down. I think we're in the winter mode up here now. Regarding the question of the day, not really knowing. This is W0FLT. Back to that.
Very good, David. Well, you're in S9 in upstate New York. That's a beautiful signal from North Dakota. All right. Did I miss anyone on the original list? Did I miss anyone on my original list? Call now. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go over the question, and we'll see if there are any late check-ins before we start the 73 round. Gentlemen, meet the Grand Slam bomb. The British Grand Slam bomb was a 22,000-pound earthquake bomb used by the RAF Bomber Command against German targets toward the end of World War II. It was, in fact, the largest and most powerful conventional aerial bomb used by either side during the war. It had a blast equivalent equal to 6.5 tons of TNT. The standard Avro Lancaster bombers could not carry the bomb, so they ended up modifying 32 highly modified Lancasters for the purpose of carrying this bomb. The modifications involved, among other things, a more powerful engine, a stronger landing gear, and removal of the bomb bay doors to try to save some weight. It was used from about the middle of March to the end of April in 1945. In fact, they dropped 42 of them on Germany, and Bob K4YDB kind of described the effect of the bomb. But there is on the internet photographs of this bomb with men standing near it. And it is unbelievably large. I invite you to look that up if you have a moment. That is the question of the day. Great. So, well, as you can conclude, that Delta Bravo, those were the correct choices. All right, do I have any late check-ins for the Air Forces Flyers Club? Please call now. Nothing heard. John, let's try a call from California for any late check-ins. WA6LJS, W2WLD.
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Wednesday Air Force Flyers net. Last call for check-ins, either late members or visitors. Call now.
Kilo 8 Whiskey Yankee Gold.
I heard a Kilo 8 there, but I missed the last part of this call. Did you get that, Bill?
Yeah, I got it. Break him. Kilo 8 Whiskey. Was it Whiskey Alpha Golf? Over.
Kilo 8 Whiskey Yankee Golf.
Got it. You got a nice signal. What's your name, sir?
Brian, I'm in Southeast Ohio.
Brian, you chanced upon the Air Forces Flyers Club net. Do you have anything for our net today?
In Southeast Ohio, we have a cloudy skies. Feels like rain today. We need rain. We had the driest year that I'm 47 years old, and that's the driest year we've ever had.
Yeah, we've gone through the same thing. They're not quite calling it a drought, but we've gone quite a while without significant rainfall. Supposed to get 2 inches starting this evening, but we'll see. We can sure use it. Anything else for our net, Brian? Over.
That's it. K4YDB.
Okay, well, if you're logging, you're in S9 in upstate New York near Albany. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima. My call is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. All right, let's start the 73 round. Bob, K1VOB, is Don still there? If so, please bring him in. Over.
Roger, will do. He's still here. And Don, you're up for the 73 round. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Bill, for running the map. Good question. I had no idea. Thank you again. It's Wednesday. What is your name? Thursday morning, so we'll try to be here tomorrow morning. Everybody have a great day, and we'll have to see you tomorrow. Back to you, Bill, W2WLD, K1BOB,
K1BOB, back to that.
Thank you, Bob, and yeah, have a great day, John. 73, and I think you said you'd be in here tomorrow. Very good. All right, let's go to our mobile, W5CIX. Cliff, you're up, sir.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. W5PIX mobile. And, yeah, conditions are kind of up and down for us here. But anyways, I did go down there. I changed to Charlie, but I did have Bravo, so I was halfway. Anyways, good question. But I got one for you, and it's a very simple one. But I ain't going to give it away. Anyways, it's a beautiful morning, and I pass it back to you, Bill. Thank you very much, Captain. This is W5PIX back to W2WLD.
Okay, very good, Cliff. Stay safe out there. All right, Lee, I've been waiting for this story. N5 Bravo Echo, W2WLD.
W2WLD, M5B. Well, I hope I haven't set expectations that I cannot meet. So, when I was researching the mosquito question for last week, I came across a mission that only the Brits could come up with. They would launch 100 mosquitoes out to Germany, all carrying 4,000-pound bombs. One 4,000-pound bomb. Oh my gosh! Can you? I don't even remember what the mission was for, but God bless those Brits for doing it. Relative to Lancaster, and I may have talked about this before, but since it's a Lancaster day, I'll bring it up. I was coming home from Europe. I was on an American flight from Gatwick into DFW, and there was a very distinguished older man sitting next to me in business class, and he had a blazer on with a Unix crest, and had a little white Aerosmith mustache and everything. And so we get to talking, and you know, we were talking about what we were doing in Europe and stuff, and I had just come back from a Dutch Air Force base where we were giving briefings. So anyway, he says, "So where were you?" And I said, "Oh, well, you may know this. I was at a base called Lee Warden." And he almost turned white, Bill, almost as white as his mustache. And he says, "Dear Lord, I haven't heard that name in decades." And it turned out, during World War II, Lee Warden was a Ju-88 night fighter base. He used to come up against those streams of Lancasters at night. He was a Royal Canadian Air Force pilot who flew to Lancaster, and they used to really make an effort to deviate away from Lee Warden to avoid those Ju-88s. So that's my Lancaster World War II story. Flash forward to the early 80s, I'm in Ottawa on an icing test, and with two Bell test pilots, both of them former Marines, and we got kicked out of the Canadian Aviation Museum in Ottawa for breaking into the Lancaster and reenacting the Dresden raid. They were not amused by us. We were told to leave and to never come back. W2WLD M5B 73, everybody.
Very good, Lee. Well, I hope you said I've been kicked out of better places. And someday we ought to have a round table here on the most interesting person I've ever met on a commercial aircraft. It might bring out some good stories. Thank you, Lee, and thank you for abstaining early on. Although it didn't help much, everybody kind of got it after this guy, Mike. WW5ENZ, W2WLD. Good job, Mike.
Well, okay, Bill, W2WLD, WW5ENZ. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, when I was a kid, I built a model of this thing, and I was kind of tracking it, and so I kind of knew some little bit about it, and I really, that dam buster was, what I thought, Anyway, lots of fun, and everybody have a great day, and we'll work with you tomorrow, and see you tomorrow, and also, K4YDB made another comment about, needing some more, people to participate, but that's, it's all good stuff, and we always love to have extra questions. Some of you out there probably have something that, you really say, wow, I'd sure like to get this out there. Feel free anytime, and we'll take them all on and work them into a question for you. You don't even have to put it in the format. We can do that. WW5ENZ 73, everybody. Great being here today and turning it back to W2WLD.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, good comments. And you notice the answers were DB, and then you said dam buster. Very good. Let's go to John. WA6LJS. W2WLD. Thanks for the help today, John.
Okay, well, good, Bill. W2WLD, WA6LJS. Yeah, good, Matt. Good question. I wouldn't have known that, but I followed Mike, copied his paper, and thank goodness he had it right. Other than that, nothing else going on. You went down a little bit. You're about an S7 now. When you first started in that, you were almost a 9. But still very Q5 copy, and pretty good conditions today, except for that one tuner upper. So 73s, and I'll be over to Echo Lake for a minute or two after the net. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Okay, John. Yeah, we tend to mirror signal reports. So whatever you're copying me at, I'm copying you at about the same. It's usually that way, and it usually does drop off this time of day. Very good. Thanks again. Norm, N9KJN, W2WLD, 73, Norm.
Well, thank you very much for the net this morning, Bill. I hear a lot of people today that I don't normally hear because are using this SDR, even though it is low power. But I do want to say good morning and 73 to everybody, and 9KJN.
Well, you're up to S8, so you're doing very well, Norm. Thank you. John, W7AJN, 73.
W2WLD, W7AJN. Thanks for good net, Bill. Thanks for a good question. Everybody's making a wonderful day because you're charged on it. W7AJN, that's the net control.
You're absolutely right, John. Thank you. 73. Dale, W5OG, are you there?
I'm here, Bill, and thank you for a great net. Interesting question. Enjoyed it. And 7-3 to everybody. And we'll be over on Echo Link for a few minutes there after the net. Everybody have a great Wednesday, and see you tomorrow on my net. W5OG, back to net.
73, Dale. Let's go to the boss. K4YDB, 73, Bob.
Well, thank you, Bill. K4YDB here. Good question. Thank you, Lee, for doing the net loader there.
and being a net controller also. And thank you, Charlie, for being a sub-net controller now that you're out of the full-time business. But doing YouTube is extremely useful. A lot of people are using it. Anyway, yeah, one more call out for volunteers. If there's any way you think you can do that and you'd like to contribute, we'd like to have you. I'm starting to sound like one of those rally cries on TV, but anyway, you know what I mean. Let's see, the interesting thing on those sub pins, those were basically wall thicknesses, and even the ceilings in those were 15 thick or more of concrete, 15 feet thick or more of concrete, and some were actually 23 feet, and that's very tough to get a conventional bomb. You won't get a conventional bomb through that. But what we learned, well, we didn't learn it, it was taught to us that when we were going after submarine bases and naval installations in Russia during the Cold War, we could allow our B-61s to go ground burst where they would penetrate. Nothing like a real penetrator, but they would penetrate quite a bit. But when you get a nuke going off, it makes a huge difference, and it turns a lot of earth and stuff into jelly. And also hydrostatic shock is a huge thing. The Brits were good at that stuff with the dam busters. Remember that? That was about hydrostatic shock, and let the water do the work for you. You've probably seen that in some of the movies out about World War II and other things, taking dams out. That's the way to do it. We learned a lot from that, and ground burst or penetration burst. B-61s could do a lot of magic. Air burst, radar detected burst, and penetration burst or surface burst. Pretty cool bomb. K4YDB. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, very, very good, Bob. 73. Let's go to Art. WX7 Lima. 73, Art. Okay, John, I don't know what you did, but if you go to YouTube search and put in K4YDB, you will get a number of presentations of the Air Force's Flyers Club. You're looking for the one that has the little red tag on it that says live streaming. And just click on that, and you should, there's no password required unless Charlie changed something, but I didn't have to do that today. So look for the one that says live streaming and click on that icon. All right, Joe, W5ABI, W2WLD, 73, Joe.
Oh, W2WLD, W5ABI. Good guess, Bill. Good question. Boy, that's a heavy bomb. Anyhow, thanks again for running the net. 73 for you and all the flyers. W2WLD, W5ABI.
You're welcome, Joe. 73 to you. NT52, Don, W2WLD, 73.
W2WLD, this is NT52. 73 to you and all the flyers. And for information, your signal has now faded into the SDR. So everybody have a good day. Over.
Very good, Don. 73. Bob, NX6RG, W2WLD, 73.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD, NX6RG. Well, great net this morning and excellent question. And I will have a few questions, so I'll send them to K-Bob, and he can distribute it to other net control stations as he sees fit. So with that, 73s, and hope to see everybody on the air tomorrow morning. W2WLD, NX6RG.
Okay, Bob, very good. And for the other Bob, K1VOB, if NX6RG sends you a question, I'd like to have one, please. Yes, if it's
top of the list. Thank you, Bob. Charlie, K4YDB, you haven't put a passcode on your live streaming, have you?
W2WLD K4YDB. No, there's no passcode on it. All you got to do is just log into it and bring up the live, and it'll show you exactly what's going on. Well, within a few seconds, anyway, of what's going on over here. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you. What is today? Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll see you guys Fridays. K4YDB back tonight.
Okay, Charlie, you know I knew that. Very good, thank you. David, W0FLC, W2WLD, 73. Okay, David, what part of North Dakota are you in? Over.
I'm in eastern part of North Dakota, close to Grand Forks Air Force Base. I retired from that base back in 1984.
Okay, very good. I've got in-laws in Fargo, and enjoy visiting up there whenever we get a chance. So, okay, 73. I want to recognize Chris, who is listening from Bowling Green, KFI. Good morning to you, Chris. That, by my reckoning and by net logger, is the bottom of the list. Did I miss anyone? Come now. Nothing heard. Any final comments before we close the net? Come now. Very good. This has been the Wednesday edition of the Air Force Flyers Club net. Thank you to all who participated in check-in. Special thanks to those who helped with relays and net logger and simulcast. This net is now closed. 73, everybody. W2WLD, clear.